So we need to draw this 2D object, and we need to search for a start point to start with. If we started with this point here, let me zoom in, and if we started with it here, we will see that we will draw all the shape to the right of this start point, but we have here this line from this point to this point that have an unspecified distance or length. So we will stop here and we will start again at a different start point. So let's go to the left, and we'll see that we have this start point and where we have all the dimensions that we should start with. So let's pick this center point of a circle here as the start point. We will see that we have a circle with a diameter of 225. So let's go to AutoCAD, create in our active folder, right click, and of course create a new drawing. The template I will choose as AutoCAD ISO.dwt for metrics, and you can choose AutoCAD.dwt as for feet and inches. So let's go to AutoCAD ISO.dwt, and of course I will type here 2D object. Anything you can type, you can add descriptions, you can add sheet numbers, and OK. Now we have this drawing, and let's go to the object or to the snap mode, turn it on, and choose the snap spacing here as 5, and OK. Let's zoom a little bit and start drawing a circle. You can choose a circle radius and click on the any point here, and then go to the command bar here and click on the diameter and type 225 as diameter, and now we have this circle. Let's go again to the drawing, and you will see that we have another circle with a radius of 250. So again, from this point, the start point, and a radius of 250. Now we have this second circle. Now we'll see that we have two lines with an angle of 45 degrees from the vertical line here, and they have a distance as 75 between them. So let's start first with drawing a line. So let's draw a line from this point here, and of course unspecified distance, but the angle should be 135. Click. Okay, and now we have this line here, and as we see, we have the distance between the two original lines is 75. So we are going to offset this new line to the left and to the right with a value of 37.5. So let's type offset and select this object, type 37.5, and of course 37.5. Now if we get the dimension tool and get a point from this point to this point here, we will see that we have a distance of 75. Now let me type dim scale so we can see the dimensions more bigger. So dim scale, and I will type the value 10. Okay, now we will see the distance clearly. So from this point and of course to this point here. Now as we see, we trimmed the two circles, and let's trim. So let's trim those two circles, type trim, and I will select the lines with the circles, press enter, and I will remove those lines and this arc here, and of course this arc here, and this line here. Now we have this shape. Let me see if we have anything else to trim. No, that's it. So we trimmed our circle. So let's remove this line for now. Now as we see on the drawing, so now we have this line here. Let me zoom in, and we have this line here from the start point, and to this point here we have 300 millimeter if we are working with metrics. So what I'm going to do is I will go and get the dimension tool and from the center of this circle I will go for 300 milli with an angle of 180, of course, and go up. And again I will get the line tool, and from this point let me turn off the snap mode so I can get this point here, and let me turn on the ortho mode. Okay, and I will go to this point here, to the intersection with the dimension. Now we have this line. Let me remove, or before I remove this dimension, we will see that we trimmed a part of the circle again from this point to this point, and we have a dimension as 297 from those two lines here and here. So let's go 297 from this point. Let me remove this now, and again from this point vertically 297, and here it is. Okay, so I will draw a line again from the start point 300, enter, and of course what I'm going to do is now to draw a line on the intersection with the arc here, as we see it here, and the intersection with the 300 millimeter dimension lines, so it's here. Now we have those two lines. Let me remove the dimension for now, and as we see we have those two lines, and let's get the trim tool or type trim. Select this arc with those two lines, press enter, and delete this arc as we see it here. Now we have this object as we see it in this drawing. So let's continue to the left of this drawing, and as we see we have another line, okay, from this point to this point, and have a distance of 400 minus 300, so the distance is 100 again. So let's go, and again from this point 100, go down for 297, and connect those 2 points that we have them here. Okay, now we have this shape. Again, let's go to the drawing, and at the middle we have a vertical line here. Let's see the original object. So we have a vertical line here. So what I'm going to do is, as we see, we have 297, and here we have 157. So if we get the calculator, so let's calculate 297 minus 157, the distance is 140, and if we divide it by 2, the distance from this point here to this point here is 70. So what I'm going to do is from this center point here, or this center intersection here, I will get the line tool. I can type line, and again I will click on this point and go down for 70, and again from this point, from this intersection point, go up for 70. Okay, now to the image, we will have here 350 minus 300, and the distance is 50 millimeter from this point. Let me zoom in from this point to this point. So I will draw a line of 50. So line or type line and 50. Let me remove the extra line that we have it here, and again from here to here 50. Press enter and connect those two lines together. Now we should use the fillet because we have a rounded area here. And how we can calculate this radius here? Let's go to the calculator and type 157 minus 80, and then by 2. The value is 38.5. The fillet radius is 38.5. So let's go and get the fillet or type fillet, and I will choose this line with this line. Let me first choose the radius 38.5, I guess, and again okay. Now we have this object. Let's see if we have something else here. I think we have those two lines that we should connect them to the vertical line here. It's easy for now. So from this point, okay, it's here it is, and to the intersection, and again down there, line, and to the intersection with the vertical line. Okay, and now we have this object. Now, as we see in the next lecture, we are going to draw this area here, and it's a little bit tricky. This area here, we will use a circle, the 3-point circle.